Greetings, everyone. I just want to come on here today and talk about a couple of things that have been um, on my mind and in some conversations of late. And the first thing is brought about by two things. I'm reading a book at the moment by David Baldacci. I think it's called The Forgotten, and on my Kindle. And there's a one-star general in it, and she's talking about you know the treatment that she's received as a woman, and talking about the general treatment that women do receive in very strong male dominated professions. She also talks about the choices that she has to make about whether to do anything about it or whether not to, because if she does, then that's sort of a slur against her. So, these are the choices that women have to make sometimes. I've been there, done that myself, had to keep quiet, and I still do, because the church is, but I'm not even going to go there. It's going to take, I think, 2 generations for women to be received by the men, certainly within the Anglican/Episcopal Church. Well, actually, I can't really talk about the Episcopal Church, but I'm assuming that it would be fairly similar. But my son rang the other day, and he's doing this teaching placement at a high school in Canberra, and he expressed some curiosities, I guess, to do with sexism and racism. And those curiosities surrounded language, because we were talking about how, a lot of our language has been, has had a lot of patriarchal undertones to it. And he referred to the current use of the word guys. He said, "Mum, that's really quite sexist when you stop and think about it." And I said, "Yeah, but I say it quite a bit." And he said, "But don't you think, it's actually quite derogatory?" And I thought about it, and I suppose guys, yeah, it's yeah, interesting. So yeah, what do you think about that? I'm not a feminist, but I do support inclusive language, and I guess being aware of it now, it's something I'm not going to use as much as I used to, because I think if we don't make these subtle changes, then the bigger changes don't happen. And, women today, I think it's quite shocking how some women are treated in some countries around our world. Even in my nation, there are women being treated quite abominably, and it's purely because they are female. So, yeah, what do you think about that? Anyway, the other thing I wanted to talk about was my sad mouth corners. At first I thought, when I saw the term, I didn't know it had a term. I hadn't noticed them really until, this recent kick with skincare and makeup. And now I'm really noticing it quite a lot. And when I saw the term sad mouth corners, I went, oh, does that mean I'm just a sad person? And I'm a serious person by nature, but no, I'm not a sad person at all. Anyway, I realised, common sense prevailed, and I realised that, it's to do with the skin, the weight of the skin. I've got a chubby face. I've always had a round, chubby face, and so it's the weight, as these bits are sort of, starting to develop, the jowls, and that's what's causing this. So I'm imagining that it's only going to get worse with age, and I don't really enjoy that thought one little bit, because they're bothering me now, and these deep lines here as well, but I'm not about to have a facelift. And so, what are the alternatives? Botox, yes, but I'm a bit on the fence about Botox. I don't want my, my muscles in my face to be affected by, you know, the chemical that's going in there. So, what did I hear the other day? Do you want to be injected with botulism? So, so anyway, if any of you have experience with Botox or know anything about it, know some people that have used it for sad mouth corners. I know that, people have used it in other areas of their face. But, this is particularly for here and here. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I should worry about it, or do you think I should just enjoy my features as they are, which is something I've always subscribed to, but I'm finding that very difficult now. So, at the end of the day, I am curious to know what you think, and I will make my own decisions, obviously, but would you worry about it? So, or would you wait a bit longer? I guess they're the sort of questions. I am seeing a dermatologist soon, and so I will certainly go down that path with the dermatologist. But, I want to give it some thought beforehand, so let me know what you think. Okay, appreciate you listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye.